From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
It's common practice for WWE games to come with console-exclusive wrestlers upon their releases. This is a basic marketing trick and allows specific console producers to own rights over certain wrestlers in each game, as well as making their version of the game extremely attractive to fans. Over the years, there have been a number of console-exclusive wrestlers in WWE video game releases, but unfortunately some exclusives were better than others. However, some managed to actually increase sales due to the name that the exclusive version came with. But which ones were they? Well, join us now as Wrestlegamia looks at every WWE wrestler who was a console exclusive. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're the first to know when a Wrestlegamia video comes out. Number 8. Kwang, WWF Raw. WWF Raw was a video game release that was released just one calendar year after the launch of WWE's A-show Monday Night Raw. The release was distributed on all major platforms at the time, and critics praised the sound effects and options for players. However, they also criticized some of the renders and stated that the gameplay style favors the smash all the buttons approach rather than strategic gameplay. But in relation to the console exclusive wrestler for the game, there's only one, which was for the Sega 32X. The wrestler in question would be the Ninja Kwang. Now, for those who are not familiar with Kwang, he would go on to become Savio Vega and have a decent run in the WWE. It's also one of those exclusives that we're not too bothered that we missed out on. Number 7. Macho Man Randy Savage and Crush, WWF Raw. Macho Man was a Raw commentator at the time, so WWE clearly decided that to include him as a member on the roster on all platforms didn't make a lot of sense. But Macho Man wasn't the only exclusive, as Crush would also be included as an exclusive wrestler. Number 6. WWF Super WrestleMania. WWF Super WrestleMania was released in 1992 for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
1, 2, 3.
But the most interesting thing about the Super WrestleMania release was that the rosters on both consoles were completely different. The only wrestlers which were shared were Hulk Hogan, Ted DiBiase, and Macho Man Randy Savage. Wrestlers exclusive to the Super NES version were Jake the Snake Roberts, The Undertaker, Sid Justice, the Legion of Doom, and the Natural Disasters. Conversely, wrestlers exclusive to the Genesis version of the 1992 release were the Ultimate Warrior, Papa Shango, Owen R. Shyster, the British Bulldog, and finally Shawn Michaels.
1, 2, 3.
Number 5. Royal Rumble 1993. In relation to the console-exclusive wrestlers for the game, the SNES and Genesis versions were released 3 months apart, meaning each version had different wrestlers. The two versions would even share 7 wrestlers in total, and these would be The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Macho Man Randy Savage, Lex Luger, and finally Crush. The SNES version would exclusively feature Ric Flair, Mr. Perfect, Tatanka, Yokozuna, and Ted DiBiase. In contrast, the Genesis version will replace these wrestlers with Hulk Hogan, Rick Martel, IRS, Jim Duggan, and Papa Shango.
1, 2, 3.
Number 4. Goldberg, WCW Nitro N64. WCW Nitro was a game that was released on all major platforms in 1998. However, the N64 release of the game would be delayed until the beginning of 1999. The roster on the game was full of variety, with there initially being 16 playable wrestlers in the game, with each WCW wrestler featuring a famous video introduction.
You know, brother, you think you got what it takes to beat Hollywood Hogan? Watch you climb in the ring and try out the largest arms in the world.
48 other wrestlers could be unlocked through competing levels in the tournament mode or via cheat codes, which we believe was only exclusive to the PS1. But to mark the 1999 release on the N64, Goldberg would be an exclusive to the game. Okay, well, Goldberg wasn't the only exclusive. In fact, they had the whole Thunder roster in that game. But let's be fair, Goldberg was the most notable one. Number 3, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Now, this game featured an extended roster due to the fact that the game featured the ECW brand for the first time. It would also be a game that featured a slim variety of legends with only 6. This would be The Rock, Stone Cold, Rick Rude, Roddy Piper, Mick Foley, and Bret Hart. But there were more legends, but only as a console exclusive, and this was for the PSP version of the game. The 3 legends were Sergeant Slaughter, Eddie Guerrero, and Jim Neidhart.
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Number 2, Hardcore Holly on the Nintendo DS for SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. We mentioned at the top of the video that it's common practice for consoles to ask for certain wrestlers who they will know will drive sales towards their platform. However, in 2007, it was clear that the Nintendo DS pulled a short straw when it came to their console-exclusive wrestler.
Weighing in at 235 pounds, Hardcore Holly.
Their exclusive would be Hardcore Holly, no doubt an underwhelming wrestler for fans and one that didn't directly impact sales towards the DS version of the game. And number 1, William Regal on 2K15. WWE 2K15 allowed players to unlock NXT General Manager William Regal in a really smart way, as players would be able to unlock Regal by retiring him during the My Career mode of the game.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Blackpool, England, weighing 243 pounds, William Regal.
Oh, what a matchup this is going to be.
However, this unlocking was only available on the Xbox One, PS4 and PC versions of the game. The other consoles, the PS3 and Xbox 360, would omit to include Regal in the game as a playable character. But there you have it folks, every WWE wrestler console exclusive. Did we miss any out? Which was the best exclusive? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for exclusive lists, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.